Hello and welcome. The purpose of this video is to introduce you to Keeper. So what is Keeper? Keeper is a cloud-based password manager that protects and stores your website logins and passwords and other sensitive information. Keeper can generate unique, secure passwords for you that can unlock with a single master password or through single sign-on. Keeper makes it easy to log into websites without having to remember multiple passwords. And your passwords are synced across all your devices, like your smartphone, tablet, and computer. Also, Keeper's sharing features allow you to securely share login information with your teams and coworkers. As mentioned earlier, Keeper is cloud-based and stays in sync across devices and platforms, so you'll be able to access the information you have stored in Keeper through any of the following methods. In a desktop application for Windows or Mac, in a mobile app for iOS or Android, or through a web browser at keepersecurity.com. Keeper supports two-factor authentication, sometimes referred to as 2FA, to protect all of the information in your vault. Depending on administrator settings, you may be required to use a secondary method to authenticate your identity when logging into Keeper. In addition to your username and password, this secondary method is commonly a code delivered via text message or a code generated by a smartphone app like Google Authenticator or Microsoft Authenticator. Options related to two-factor authentication can be found in Keeper's security settings. So let's take a look at some of the ways you can use Keeper. For daily use on a work computer, the most common scenario is the need to fill usernames and passwords while browsing the web. Keeper offers a browser extension called Keeper Fill that will automatically fill your login credentials for you or create new password records for sites you haven't logged into before. Keeper Fill is available on all popular browsers including Chrome, Edge, Firefox, and Safari. If you're logging into a website and your credentials aren't already saved for that site, the Keeper Fill extension will automatically offer to save them into your vault and can autofill the next time you need to log in. You can also manually add new usernames and passwords to your vault. Let's take a look at how this works. I'm going to use the web-based version of Keeper for this demo, but the process is essentially the same on other platforms. We'll start up here in the upper left by choosing Create New, then Record. There are different types of records you can create, but in this case it's a login, so we'll stick with that. Next, you'll need to provide a title, which would typically just be the name of that service. Click Next. In this side panel, you'll enter your email address or username here. If you have an existing password for the account, you can enter it below. If it's a new account, Keeper can generate a password for you. Just click on the die shown here. You'll see a brief animation as the password is generated. If you'd like to take a look at the password, you can click on the eyeball here. Once you've got it, you'll select Use Password at the bottom. Finally, select Save, and that's it. You've got a new record stored in Keeper. As you continue to save records in your Keeper vault, you may find it increasingly difficult to locate the item you're looking for. To help you manage this growing list, you can create folders for organizing your records. Let's check out a quick demo on how to organize with folders. So just as we did earlier, you'll start in the upper left with the Create New button, but this time you'll choose Folder. Give the folder a name and choose Create. The new folder is created and appears in your vault. To move records into the folder, simply drag and drop them in. When prompted, choose Move. You can make as many folders as you'd like to keep all of your records organized. And moving into our final topic, we'll take a look at some of Keeper's sharing options. Keeper makes it easy to share both records and folders. So let's jump back into a demo and see how it works. We're going to start with sharing an individual record. To share a single record, you'll start by selecting it. Then click Share from the panel on the right side. You'll see two options for sharing: Add People and One-Time Share. The Add People option allows you to share continuously, where the One-Time Share option is time-limited and can be used to share with people that do not have a Keeper account. In this case, I'll use the Add People option. Enter the email address of the person you want to share with, then set the permission level. You can find detailed explanations of these permissions on Keeper's support site if you need them. With the email address in place and the permission level set, simply click on Add to Share. Finally, let's demo shared folders. Everything you place into this type of folder will be shared to designated contacts. Let's take a look. So once again, we are starting in the upper left with Create New. This time we'll choose Shared Folder. Give your folder a name and set the user and record permissions. Again, you can learn more about these settings on Keeper's support site. Once you have your permissions in place, choose Create. Drag the items you want to share into the folder. To choose who you want to share with, click the pencil in the upper right, then choose Users. Enter the email address and choose Add. You can alter each user's permission levels as needed by clicking here. Once you've got everything set, click on Save in the upper right and you're done. Any other records you add into this folder later will be shared as well. For more information, check out Keeper's support documentation by visiting docs.keeper.io. Thanks for watching.